Hello, amazing souls. Welcome back to another episode with me on my channel Cosmic Contracts with Princess Starlight. So, today it's already 11/6, November 6th, and winter solstice will come in December 2022. It starts by then. And for those who know about the Karmic Board, the Karmic Board session sits twice, once on summer solstice and second on winter solstice. So you can write a letter. It's nothing, it's not something only few people can approach, or only the star seeds or the light workers. Any human soul who wishes to petition. So you can say letter, you can say petition, write a petition, right? Because petition, or you're going to reappeal or appeal again. So you are making formal requests to the karmic board that you want certain thing to be removed from your life, okay, and basically the changes of your karma. So anybody can write this letter, and for those who cannot write, I draft these letters as well. I have been doing this work because I was drafting in the legal field, and then I took on to these letter writings unconsciously for myself until I awakened, and then I started writing. So I really, because I'll tell you what needs to be done in the letter. So if you do not understand what needs to be done, I'm always there. All right, so you don't have to worry. Therefore, I'm taking out this episode that because if somebody wants to petition during the winter solstice, they can approach me only on weekends. My phone number is there. You can WhatsApp me, just drop a message, and I'll work with you over the weekends, right? So I need time, because every time what happens is when the time approaches and then there are so many people, so I won't be able to help many people, and then I also get exhausted. So better is that if I will go step by step, point wise, what you can do. And if in case you still want help, weekends is only when I would be able to help you. All right. And yes, definitely there will be a charge to to draft your letter. So first, let me show you from where you can get more information before I start. So initially, I was writing normal letters like to the karmic board, and I did not know where they are. So I thought they're somewhere in the Saturn Council, because there the judiciary is for governing of the souls, right? So I thought karmic board sits there for a very long time, but I was writing normal letters that we write day to day in our legal field for drafting, right? So the formal letters, whether it's your legal field or whether you write to your office, so you understand, writing a normal letter, right? And then I found this website. Let me show you. So this website is called Serious Ink Net. Do you see Serious Ink Net? Let me just show you the home page actually. This is one website where the writer, so she is Tatiana, all right. And this website Serious, because Serious, for I have been telling you, is the place where most of the ascended masters, healers, light workers, energy workers, they go to to the institutes sorry, to the institutes of healing. They have the best institutes in the entire universe. Serious. So this is the dog star, and if you'll see, it's aligned to the pyramids, by the way. So like we have Wi-Fi towers, all right. So there are pyramids, and pyramids harness the earth energy, so the energy of the planet. And now there are pyramids across the galaxy, across the universes. They are like radiating energy, the Wi-Fi signals, and so does the human third eye. So when you are connecting you're connecting to the in this energy Wi-Fi of the divine, of the cosmos, you use your third eye. So this is your point. And mother Gaia, for her, these are the pyramids. Or if you see the Aztec temples, or the Mayan temples, the triangle ones, They are the same thing, Angkor Wat and the Himalayas, the mountains also. So these are places from where they release a lot of energy, they harness the energy, and that connects to the other parts of the universe. So she is a channeler, and she wrote a lot of messages by many ascended masters, and their messages, how you're going to do the rosary. So it's most to do with your karmic accounts and the ascended masters over here. So you see Archangel Michael, Lord Shiva, Pallas Athena, Serapis Bay, and there's so many. So I will quickly go to, and for the sun kingdom, right? For those who know that there is a kingdom inside the sun. Yes, if you read Bhagavad Gita also, they talk about the kingdom of sun and how powerful these beings are. They are really like high advanced souls, and they take care of the all the planets that the sun shines their light to. So Master Helios is one of them. So I would really recommend that like in our Hinduism, we are told to be like early in the morning, get up and put give water to the sun. So I would just say, if you cannot do elaborate ceremonies like that, what you can just do is just acknowledge, now that you have heard this, that there's a kingdom of sun. So to get more light into your body and to get more information for your well-being and well-being of others, just whenever you go get up early in the morning, even just for a minute if you can, just go outside and just say a normal hello, or good morning, Master Helios, and to the Council of High Sun. Any way, just a conversation of acknowledgement, and then you can ask for light or whatever you need for your ascension. All right, so this is one little tip. And then let's go to the karmic board. So I keep talking about that. Okay, let me do it this way. So there are 8 members now. All right, so she is he's the great divine director, and he's known by that name. Then goddess of liberty, she is for freedom. So for the souls who do not feel freedom within themselves, they feel like they feel stuck or suffocated, suppressed, oppressed, Lady Liberty shows you the path for freedom of your soul. She was also a great lawyer in the times of Atlantis, and that's why she holds the torch of freedom, because she through her work, through her wisdom, through her knowledge and forming laws, she brought a lot of freedom to many souls, not just humans, but trees, animals, elemental spirits, many souls actually. Then, beloved Lady Nada, she's also from the Rose Priestess. She's a Rose Priestess and the follower of Isis. She's a student. And in the Rose Path, you'll find she talks about, how the soul is supposed to blossom like a soul, the fragrance of the rose and the beauty of the rose. That is what every soul is meant to be. And then she's also this this is she's also a lawyer in the times of Atlantis, and she's a very well respected lawyer, because she worked a lot for people and everybody to on the Akashic records also. So for your actions and everything, she does a lot of work, and for your healing especially. So for the womb, we call Mary Magdalene, and she is one of the incarnations for like Mary Magdalene is one of her incarnations. So you can but both have different functions. Okay, so she's at the karmic board helping you. Again, she's also like Goddess Liberty worked for freedom. She also works in the same with the same thing for freedom of souls, for enlightenment of souls from all the kingdoms, not just human kingdom, all right? And then in the incarnation as Mary Magdalene, she works with the rise of women and awakening of the womb, the divine feminine. Then this is Master Elohim, and he works with healing, truth. Then we have Palace Athena, Lady Portia. Lady Portia, if you can see that, she's wearing do you see the scales that she's wearing? So she is like the head right now. If you like, you out of the 8, when the session begins, she holds the seat, all right? And she is the divine, she's the twin flame of Saint Germain, and they both together hold the space for Violet Fire and Lady Amethyst and Archangel Zadkiel as well. So Lady Amethyst, she is the sister of Ashtar Commander. He is the commander for the light ships that stay in the orbit of this planet. Then we have beloved Kuan Yin, and Kuan Yin, Mother Kuan Yin, she was the first divine embodiment of violet flame. I remember I shared the story, so you can go and watch how violet flame came into being and how she was the first incarnate on planet to have that flame in her body as an energy. And then she, Buddha Virochana, she is the 8th edition in recent times. And this is one of the websites where you can read more about ascended masters, the messages that the author has channeled, and the rosaries, and how you can work on. And here also you will find, from here only, because I was writing my letters in the way, in a formal way that I do. But here I found the proper way, and now I adopt that in writing the letters for myself and others. So this letter is improvised, and you can find and read about the letter on this website as well, seriousing.net. And then the other one is obviously the Summit Lighthouse. Again, the eight ascended masters are mentioned here, right? And the rays. So everybody works with a different ray over here. And then we have the golden pathway, again with the same ascended masters, and you can find a lot of information here again as well. So these are the 3 main websites from where you can read more about the karmic board. Now let's get into part 2, that is the letter writing. Now I have written the points so that people can. All right, so now let's get into petitioning, how you're going to petition the karmic board. Now, these are the 2 times when the session happens. Just like here in the Planimentary, we sit like season wise, right? So there in these sessions, they are happening on winter solstice, that is from December 2022 to 1st January. Then summer solstice from June 2022 to 1st July. Now there are 8 masters, cosmic beings, and they are the beings of Great White Brotherhood. And as a group, they come here to bring justice. They are the administrator justice. Now Master Dwalkul is now considered the headmaster for the retreat. So he's the headmaster of the retreat of the Royal Teton. That's where the karmic board is. So they are meeting, the meetings happen monthly over there, but these two are open for people, for the souls of planet to petition, right? So monthly they are meeting, but these are the special times when the souls from Solstic Petition. So I'm forgetting his name. SCW had the. I'm not. I'm sorry, but he was attached to the organization of Madame Blavatsky, and he got this position of writing letters and then writing to the master. He first wrote himself, and he wasn't confident whether he's gonna get back the reply or not. And then he got master. He got back the message. I think he wrote to Master El Mori or something, and then he got back the message from the ascended master, and then he did his karmic bringings. He cleared his karmic accounts, and like what were the main ones stopping him from ascending, and then he worked more towards his karma, and then finally he was asked to write the petitions. And then he said that, you know, once he took the petition, that place, then for writing, not just sorry, he was writing the replies of the letters that came from around the globe. Yes, so he would reply back to these letters on behalf of the brotherhood. And then so this the Teton, they meet at the Teton retreat, if you can read here. And then it's obviously open to all initiates and students of the work of who work towards the light. And these monthly meetings that are happening, okay, these are attended by all the brotherhood and sisterhood of white light. All the people who are currently working from students, they have become initiates now. They work towards the brotherhood and sisterhood of white light. Now, the first step, yes, it's very important to thoroughly analyze. Let me just highlight this. Analyze what you truly desire, truly want, right? Just don't go like, oh, I want a beautiful boyfriend or a beautiful girlfriend, or I want money or the red card. No, think this letter is not for just asking for what you desire. This is an opportunity for yourself to present your self in front of the board during this session time, and ask that you want to work on your karma so that you can improve your ascension process, right? So really analyze. So look at your life, and where are you stuck? What is the pattern that you keep seeing that keeps repeating? And that's why I said, if you want help, you can reach out to me over the weekend, because analysis of what you want, that's important. And sometimes we keep wandering in the circle, oh, I want this, that, but what is the root? Why do you need that? And how is it going to help you? Is it helping your human incarnation, or is it helping your soul? These letters are for the improvement of your soul, enlightenment, ascension, growth of your soul, not just simply for the mere human existence. You can always put your desire, no doubt about it, that as a human incarnation I need so and so things. That's fine, but here the letter is more dedicated towards working with your karma. So please thoroughly analyze what you need to remove from your life. And why I say I can help you with this is because, firstly, those who have been following me, I tell you that, one, I do soul map making. In that, I again help the awakening souls finding their mission or their purpose. Why is their soul here? What do they want, right? And every soul is born with a purpose, so I help you find your purpose. Removing everything and bringing you to the point of what you are here to do. And secondly, I do womb healing, right? In womb healing, that is the place of creation, that is also a place of destruction. If you are suppressed, if you're oppressed, there's in your womb gets stored a lot of pain, suffering, and trauma. There is so much of fear that gets stored. But womb is a place where only love should exist, where only creation should be happening, and you should be expressing your true authentic self. So is that happening? And if not, then why are we going, you people keep going round and round and try to figure out, okay, maybe this is now that people are awakening, they're doing shadow work, and they're like, oh, so maybe it's because of this, maybe it's because of that, and they're going all over the place again. So again, narrowing it down to the point. So through these two works, map making and womb healing, I bring them to the point. And then when I write letters, in letters also, when you're writing official letters, right, you want to make your point clear that this is what I want and this is what needs to be done, and I will be kind and grateful and all these things, right? So analysis is important. This is one thing that needs to be focused on the letter, like what are you truly looking for, okay? And then after you have, so for this I would really recommend that sit with yourself, do a little meditation, and try to connect with your respective spiritual team, ascended masters, whoever you are working with or connected with. All right. And then try to bring out the information of what truly you need for this soul growth, or for this physical existence. And then narrow it down to a point, like very clearly stating what you want. And then the next steps, this is first, actually there are more, so just stay a little focused, everybody. Now step 2 is definitely how to write. So rules of petitioning or writing is, to the karmic board. I will put this entire this page that I have, so from those 3 websites that I just showed you. All right, wait one second. I just want to make sure you guys have all the information. So this website, this is the Sirius one, Sirius, then this is the Summit Lighthouse, and this one is the Golden Pathway. From here I have collected all the crux of the main points. You can always go here and collect more according to your information, whatever you need. And then coming to what I have collected for writing the basic, the most basic letter. So the very first thing, right, to write a letter is, firstly, for those who write this letter, there are many people who are still writing, right? So first, thank the karmic board for the favors rendered to your earlier letters, if you have done this. Now you're going to address the karmic board. So you're going to address, I will show you the letter. I have written a sample, a small sample, and you can follow that. Then you are going to state your request for self or a loved one. So for whom are you writing the letter? Is it for yourself, or is it for some loved one? They are not well, or they're going through troubles, or you're going through trouble. So what are you, for whom are you writing? So state your request. Now this fourth point, prayer obligation, you will carry. So once you have made a request, right, so you are also going to take up an obligation. An obligation can be just taking onto a rosary and praying, as simple as that. To make sure you take an obligation that is something you can do, not just that because I want to please the karmic board, that I can do such big things. Don't do that. Something very simple, yet you can do it with full dedication. All right. And then obviously you're going to close with your gratitude. You're going to express your gratitude to the board for letting you present your letter to the board when it was in session. So these are key points. So first, address. Second, state your request. Third, what is the obligation that you're going to take, if they are going to weigh your karmas and see if that can be balanced. Remember, if you have a lot of karmic debt, they cannot just remove everything in one go. The scales will be measured and they'll see what they can do. And therefore don't think that if my accounts, you get to see from your life what the patterns are repeating in your life. All right, so you might think, oh, it's such a major thing and I should take a big obligation and I should show that I'm really, this is not for penance or something or punishing you. It's here just to the simple point of what you can do very simply without taking it as a burden. This obligation should not become a burden, right? Heavy fasting or heavy penance, no, not like that. It has to be very, very simple. and you should be able to do it with only love and joy, not with burden or responsibility or, oh, I have to kill myself or something. No, don't do all those stuff. This is very simple. So you can just take a rosary or take a prayer and do that, and then express gratitude in the end. Now coming to step 3. Now this is, you are going to write, then you are going to read that loud is recommended, but you can also read it in your mind, and then you have to burn the original letter. So while burning, you can always request Archangel Michael, because he closely works with the Karmic Board. Archangel Michael comes to the planet when he has to do the God's work, and he's always been here, and now he is more communicating with many souls, especially the light workers, because we are a part of his team of army members, right? And some are carrying hope, some are carrying love, some are carrying peace. These are the weapons, these are the armors that we use in our day-to-day lives to bring light to the planet in the physical form, and share it with others. So what you're going to do is, you can ask Archangel Michael and his angels to carry your request. So when you burn, the etheric writing will always through the universe get carried to the cosmos, right? So the etheric version of what you have written, the energy, the etheric imprint will get carried forwarded. Now you can always keep a copy of letter with yourself. So you can you can first write it handwritten or typed. Handwritten is actually preferred, because once you write handwritten, you are putting your hand energy into it. But you can always type. There's no issue with that as well. It's just a little. It's. I hope you get it right. So here you're pressing the keys, but there you're just using your main energy to write with the pen. And in my house, in from the society where I come, we are told that that pen is our power. We pray to the pen also. So after Diwali, we have a puja, and it's the puja is called Kalam Dawad. Kalam is pen, and praying to the pen, because from there, whatever we write, it brings help or power to the world. That's just a little bit of from my personal life. And what you can do is, you can take a copy and you can keep it until next session. Why? Because for next half year, for those next 6 months, you are going to fulfill your obligation, and then you have to see what change if you want to, right? Yeah, so what you have gotten rid of. So that copy will help you see what you had written for, asked for. Were you able to actually fulfill your obligation, and what did you receive after 6 months? Maybe you do not receive the entirety of what you hoped for, but definitely you will see the results. Remember, whatever you're writing, it goes to the Karmic Board. They read it, but if the outcome has turned out to be 0, I will tell you why. All right, it's right below. So what was that? Yes. So after half an year, whatever changes you have seen in your life, in your karmas, in the patterns that you were seeing in your life, please do not forget to write the gratitude letter to the board. For the next session, for after 6 months, when the session comes, just write a gratitude note. All right, that's it. Now, points to remember. So here, again, I have written these points for you to always make sure that you are to the point. Be specific with your obligation, right? Only take that you can fulfill with love and joy. Purer the energy of your heart, the pure your intentions, the pure your heart energy of love is, not because you want to gain some favor, or there is indirect some other intention that you want to make sure you get so much of riches, so that the other person, you want to put down other person because they said things to you, like they demeaned you, and now you want the revenge. This is not the revenge place, all right? It's for you. So the more pure the energy of the obligation, and you're happily doing it, so make it specific and make sure it's a small one that you can fulfill. And yes, in the letter, use your full name. Then the petition is to work out your old karmas. Yes, again, it's for your karmas. You can also for your desires, that whatever in this human life you desire, but focus on the karmic parts. It's for your old karmas to get rid of. And because once you start clearing your karmic energy, the abundance, the prosperity starts flowing in, right? Then see again, degree of purity of your motives and the sincerity of your search for change. You can also petition for the mercy of the planet, especially the healers, the people who are working for the light, for the ascension of the planet as well. So they want mercy for the planet. They want mercy for themselves for treating Mother Earth so badly. So you can write that petition as well, mercy. Then obviously karmic board. This is the reason why I said why maybe your karma does not, maybe they will take your karmas in the scale, and then you might not see the results at all, because it's your soul that has to appear in the higher body. Look at the next point. In the higher body, when you sleep at night, your soul leaves your body, and then they have to appear before the session to confirm that whatever this human existence of mine has currently petitioned for to the board, the soul wants that too. That's why, remember, the first very important point I said, analysis. So when either through your own meditations, you go in touch with your soul to find out what needs to change. And that's why I said I can help you if you want that help, because through the meditations, through the healing sessions, I take you to the place where you can access your soul and retrieve the information that is important for your soul work, not for the human. In short, obviously, when you work for your soul, it helps your human existence. So that's why maybe your petition is rejected and not taken into account, because your soul has to appear before the board and agree to what my outer human existence has petitioned for. So supposing I am living in poverty right now, all right, let's say I am poor, and I am like, oh, I want money, and so I petition that I want to get rid of my so and so poverty karma and want to make abundance. But my soul knows that my soul will only grow through that phase of poverty and then rise out. So okay, so soul has a different plan, but my human existence is filled with fear, with anxiety, with insecurities, and with stress and everything, and I don't want that. So that's why you need to get in touch with your soul, through the meditations, through this channeling sessions. There are so many ways to get in touch with your soul, right? So, and find main information that will help your soul. And last is, remember this part, very very important. Okay, so your soul has to actually answer, not your human existence. And for those of you who have certain merits, you can give your causal body. So this is your etheric light body. So you can, for the benefit of for the betterment of your family, or for the planet, or for the ascension, if you have a higher power in you, you can always share that part, and you can put that on the scale. People do that from time to time. If you if you pull out scriptures, and you'll see there are so many gods and sages, for the benefit of many people, they gave away their not just the causal body, they gave away their bones, they gave away their body. What are they doing? They are giving in their energy for the benefit of many people, many souls. Now, this is a message from Lord Surya, from the Sun Kingdom. So I got this from the Sirius website, from Tatiana. She has channeled this. So The message from Lord Surya is that he would be personally grateful if you took upon yourself the obligation to read a certain number of prayers or rosaries during the coming half year of the next session of the Karmic Board for the purpose of balancing the situation on the planet. We need the manifestation of your goodwill in the help of the evolutions of planet Earth. We need your efforts regarding prayers, and we need your willingness to serve the evolutions of Earth. So why am I reading this? Because I want to tell you that when you pray and when you take to prayer or rosary, you are creating a positive thought, a light thought, a higher energy. You are creating that goodwill, and then through your thoughts you're putting that out into the universe daily. As I said, light work is again not about going out and doing heroic work. It could be as simple as you going around and just spreading love and life and making people happy, right? Simple things that you can do just to bring a little liveness, that spark of life in the other soul. And it could be very simple tasks that you do, just cooking or cleaning or taking care of people. That is the work of light workers. Every nurse, every doctor, any soul that is taking care of another soul, what is that? That is light work. All our mothers do that. They exhaust themselves, yet they do not forgive, they do not forgive that part of serving their children or their family. So no matter how much we get agitated or angry from them, but the service that they have given, the care that they have given, the nurturing, that is the work of light. Every mother is a light worker in their own sense. So that is why prayer is again a way of petitioning, right? Every day for the soul, for the evolution of yourself and for other beings, for the planet in entirety. Now, for those who are writing petitions for planetary upliftment, you don't have to take obligation, because you keep your, for those who are working towards the upliftment of planet, they are daily looking into their karmic momentum. They're clearing their karmas every day. They take on to prayers or rosaries, and therefore you don't need to take any kind of obligation. All right. And now this is the letter format. This is a very simple letter format that I have used here. You can take that. This will be put on my blog, all these pages that I have just talked about, and you can use them. So, simple letter to the Karmic Board, Royal Teton Retreat, that's in Wyoming, USA. You can write your subject, what you want, or which karma you want to get rid of, and what you desire, whatever that subject is. And then you'll write, beloved members of the Karmic Board. This is given by Master El Moria. In the name of this is like the formal writing that you can write and then use this. All right. So before that, I was just writing in my own words. I think this is more apt for everybody. So this brings in the formal format. So in the name of I am what I am, in the name of Almighty, my mighty I am presence, in the name of Holy Christ, or you can just simply write in the name of mighty Almighty God, or you can use your own created statements as well. That is fine, but this is like a formal one that is given. So if you are not able to create your own, you can use this one. And then why are you appealing? So I'm appealing to the Karmic Board with the request to use the impetus of my good merits for the purpose of wiping out the karmic debt which has led to, and now you're going to describe your situation. So analyze and to the point, write your situation, then whatever your obligation you're going to take on. If you're doing it for the planetary or for a larger group, then you're obviously no need to take obligation. Your rosary and prayer is more than enough. And then you're going to obviously express your gratitude in the end. And then may all things take place in according with the will of God. That's it. And then you're going to write your full name. If you want, obviously you can write your where you are, the place of birth, but don't worry, they know everything. So you can just write thanking you, yours faithfully, all those, the formal letter that we do while closing the closing body. And you can just say, and you can just write this letter. You can date it also if you want, no problem. And then you can read it out loud. You can also get a copy, then read it out loud, and then burn this copy. Then know that the etheric one will be taken. Just request Archangel Michael and his angels to take the letter forward, and from there it will go. So key points: analyze, take the obligation, very simple, that you can do joyously, not with burden. And third is, talk to your soul before writing anything, because your soul has to answer there, not your human existence. Out here in the human existence, we are carrying fears. Maybe we are carrying fears of our families or the society or the world that we live in, right? There's so much of fear, and maybe because out of fear, out of panic, I want certain things, but maybe that's not what your soul wants according to the soul plan. So I hope this helped you. All right, and this helps you. So last thing before I go, so you can start this process. So sorry, so 20 to 22nd December to 1st January, this is when the session is going to sit. All right, and write it, and if you want, I can draft it for you, but only on weekends. And definitely there's going to be a charge for this. My phone number is available on the website, on Facebook, wherever you feel comfortable to approach. And then from there, we will talk how you can write the letter. All right, just for drafting, I am going to charge. But if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I can always spare 5 minutes, and so that you can make a perfect clear letter and send it on your own. All right, so for any clarifications, 5 minutes is fine, I hope. All right, with lots of love and light, Princess Starlight.